Hey guys, it's me Marty and welcome back to Glam with Marty. This is about the Morphe by Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette volume 1. So I am a little bit behind on this, a lot of bit behind on this. I think it came out like 4 years ago. But I do have one and I'm gonna have to get off this chair again. I do have volume 1 and I also do have volume 2 that I'm gonna be reviewing at a later date. I don't know exactly when because I'm very backlogged on my videos that I'm supposed to be shooting. So I don't know when I'm gonna get to that palette, but I do have both of them. Today I'll be reviewing the Jaclyn Hill, Morphe by Jaclyn Hill volume 1 palette. It is a 35 pan palette. It retails for $39, so $39, but you get 35 pans, which is a pretty good deal. And I am really excited to get back to doing makeup. So I did use this palette to create this look, kind of a purple shimmery, like my usual look, but like a purple shimmery pinky look. So just wanted to try something different, something summery and fun. So before we get to this lovely test out of this product, I want to remind you guys to go ahead and please subscribe and like the video. If you like what you see here, please subscribe because we're still trying to get to those 200 subscribers so that I can give away that Too Faced Sweet Peach palette that's just been sitting in my house annoying me like to no end. If y'all like what you see here, please like the video and please subscribe. Everything I am wearing on my face today, anything I applied on and off camera, is all going to be listed down below in the description. And I'm excited to play with this palette. It's beautiful, it's inexpensive, but does it work though? Let's find out. Let's get to swatching. So we have 35 shades, so it's going to take a long time to get through these. I'm going to try to go as quickly as possible, but it is a Morphe 35M palette. So I just took off my ring so that I can swatch it properly for you guys, and that way y'all will be able to see it. So I'm going to show y'all the amount of product I'm putting on my finger for the first row, but then the rest of it I'm just going to get in front of the camera so that you guys can really see what's going on in each one of the swatches. So that's the plan. So let's go ahead and get to the Jaclyn Hill by Morphe original palette. So again, this is the first one. There are now currently 2 right now. I'm just going to show you guys how much I'm taking on each one here, and then like I said before, we're just going to I'm mostly going to zoom in so y'all can really see each swatch. So we're doing this, 2 circles. These feel so buttery, so I love to swatch. Alright, so these are the first 5. Thank you, Morphe, for actually putting the names on them this time. Appreciate it. In light, we have Beam, Silk Cream. Whoa, Silk Cream is pretty. This shade is called MFEO. Alright. And then the color I used for my tear duct today, Faint. First 5. Oh, and I have the camera on kind of low light so that we can get really good examples of the color payout. Alright, we got Sassy. We got Little Lady, Creamsicle, ooh, Butter, which I think I used today. And then last but not least, we have Pooter. Pooter, her names are insane. Pooter kind of pootered out a little bit. So that's our first 10 shades. Again, I'm going to do 20 on each arm since, well, I'm going to start with 20 on this arm and then I'll put the other 15 on the other arm. I just figure that's the most balanced I can get it. Hey, you guys, these formulas are so freaking creamy. Like, just swatching them, I mean, just putting them on my finger to swatch, they just feel amazing. So, anyway, we're back focusing. Sorry, I'm cut off. My head is cut off, but y'all are supposed to be looking at my arm anyway, so it's all good. We have Pukey, which is weird. My nickname for my family is Pookie, so like it keeps distracting me that I'm thinking it's Pookie, but it's not, it's Pukey. Some of these are a little chunky, you can kind of see the chunks coming off, just, you know. This next one is called Hunts, and I wonder if it has something to do with Hunt's Ketchup because it's this really red color, this really bricky red. Then we have next Firework. Oh my, okay, Firework is gorgeous, very pretty, really strong copper. Next is Queen. Oh, Queen is an outstanding gold. That's beautiful. Her shimmer formula is out. I'm looking in the whatever this thing is called, viewfinder. And then we have Obsessed, which I actually used tonight, and I am obsessed with. It is such a beautiful shimmer, such a pretty pink champagne-y shimmer. I hate big palettes, y'all, because they take forever. Like, they take forever to swatch. That's why when I do a palette review, it's like it's a dedicated video to just that palette. Next, we have SBN. Gorgeous. We have Hilster. That's cute. I'm assuming Hilster for her last name. I call people like Edgester, Momster. I do that all the time, so I think that's a really cute name. Roxanne. I'm just going to leave that there. Jax. Buns, which I used as an under eye eyeshadow today. So these are the first 20 shades. I will say, just looking at the swatches, a lot of the shades are very similar on here, but I don't know that that's a bad thing. And when you have a palette that's 35 shades deep, you're going to come across those like repeat colors, so I'm okay with that. If you do choose to look at me, hey, but not what we're here for right now. All right, so we have, this row is like insane colorful. Crayon Apple, the shimmers. Royalty, which I use in the crease today. Twerk. We have Twerk. We have Hustle, which I used Hustle today and I was kind of disappointed, but it's beautiful right here. It's going to be a pretty all over color. It'll lend itself more to a neutral look than a colorful look. I just thought for the lid it would look cool, but kind of let down a little tiny bit. All right, next one is Meeks. I have two favorite songs by this name, one from Kavan Edmonds and one from The Neighborhood, 24/7. Wow, that's beautiful. Chip, which I did use today. I believe I used it as my contour color. Mocha. Pool Party. Oh my God, Pool Party is beautiful. And then I believe this one is called Jada. I do not own a single eyeshadow color that is this pigmented. Oh my God. That pigmented green, that Jada, that's gorgeous. You can see my mouth just like open on the side viewfinder. All right, so our last five, we have Diva. Oh, Diva's gorgeous. Another one, I don't think I have anything that color. So pretty. Okay, Enchanted. Central Park. Soda Pop. And last but not least, Abyss, which I also used today as my under eye liner, and it came out beautiful. So these are the 35 swatches. So here we are trying to shoot in a new area, so I'm by the handbag wall, so let's see what's up. So I'm so excited to play with this palette. Let's talk about packaging first, because this is my true first impressions of the packaging. This is the outside box. I'm not going to keep mine in the box because it's kind of damaged from Ulta. It came like all banged up. Y'all can see it's all messed up here. Y'all can see it's all messed up here. It's just like all like just dinged up. Like the packaging, I can still see it. Nothing's wrong with the packaging, but it's just kind of banged up. Like it still looks the same. It still looks right. I will say with Jaclyn Hill, I really like her aesthetic, and I like that literally everything looks the same. If you guys didn't see my Jaclyn Hill brush review from Morphe, the Jaclyn Hill set of brushes, I have the brushes in here, but I don't have the travel bag. But literally everything looks the same. I don't know if Jaclyn Cosmetics is like that because I haven't tried anything from Jaclyn Cosmetics. But as far as her Morphe collection, it reminds me of like her profile pictures, reminds me of her Instagram, reminds me of like everything is the same with Jaclyn Hill, which I think is a good thing because she definitely has a brand. Like for example, I'm going to try to use a lot of her brushes today just since I'm using her palette and all that. Y'all know how I am. I like a system. So like these are some of the brushes that she has, this is the palette, and I really, really like that. So just really quick for some price points with it. This one is old. This is like the first one. This is the OG one. It was on sale at Ulta not that long ago for like, it was like 40% off. But yeah, it was on sale at Ulta. So if you guys follow my deals of the day, I did post it on the deals of the day. I'm looking at Ulta right now. And it is back at regular price for $39. So it's $39 for 35 pans. It's the kind of old school Morphe layout, as from what I can tell from Ulta here. So I'll put a picture of that here for you guys so you can see it too. Online only, free Kylie Cosmetics. Oh my God, Ulta, what are you doing? I would like that. Anything you buy that's $25 or more, you can get a free Kylie Cosmetics concealer at Ulta. I mean, I would like that. Like, I didn't know about that. Anyway, sorry. So, as I was saying before I was really interrupted by my damn self, I decided to, like, because of Jaclyn Hill, like, I kind of follow her YouTube channel, but I really follow her Instagram. I love her aesthetic. I'm gonna be honest, because my mom said it and she's absolutely right. She's ghetto like I am, and I love that. I do. So I decided to break out the jewels for her today, even though my nails are still not done. Okay, so anyway, so this is the front. It's the white with the silver, very Jaclyn Hill-esque. Silver on the side, Jaclyn Hill palette. I love their attention to packaging collabs. They don't really do that too much with their own stuff, but like with their collabs, they do a good job of really cultivating an aesthetic and a whole look. So it says on the back, it has a beautiful, absolutely stunning picture of her. She tans a lot though, like we are the same shade. Anyway, Morphe by Jaclyn Hill. Creating this palette has truly been a dream come true for me. Morphe gave me full creative control and allowed me to customize my dream palette for everyone to enjoy. Every shade was customized by me, and I really hope you guys love it as much as I do. I wanted a range of neutrals and pops of colors to accommodate all skin tones, which is good since she's about 10 in just this picture. I put my heart and soul into this palette, and I hope my pickiness pays off. XO, Jaclyn Hill. And I'll tell y'all, with Jaclyn Hill, like, she is a staple in this glam room and on that TV, because I do YouTube, and like, she's my dream to become. Even though she's younger than me, she's my dream. Like, the way she was able to cultivate her love of makeup into a whole family business. Like, her mom works for her, her sister works for her. I love my family so much, and I just think that's really cool. Okay, there's nothing on the inside, just a plain little box. I don't have any Jaclyn Hill products. I have the brushes, and everything I've bought from Jaclyn Hill, I've bought through Morphe, which I'm not really that much into Morphe right now. They just been messing up a lot to me lately, so I don't buy a lot of their stuff. I just more buy their creator collaborations, because, and really just Jaclyn. I haven't bought any other since that Jeffree Star palette. So, Jaclyn Hill palette volume 1. I've only heard good things about this palette too. Before I even take it out of the bubble wrap, I will tell you guys, I've only heard great things about this palette. So, ooh, the cleanliness. Okay. I love the white on the silver. Y'all know my glam room is pretty much, y'all can see from the bags behind me, that's pretty much the theme of my glam room, black, white, and silver. Let's see. Oh, I love the way the words are embossed right here. Jaclyn Hill palette, Morphe. So the box it came in was dinged up, but the palette itself isn't. Well, it's a little messed up. I'm not gonna lie, the corner's a little bent right here, but whoa. Okay, the names are on the palette. I thought they weren't. This palette is dedicated to all my loving subscribers. Oh, that is so nice. I don't know that I'm subscribed to her, but that is so nice. Because if I was subscribed to her, that would mean a lot to me that she took the time to put this on the top. Because a lot of YouTubers, just in my time of makeup on YouTube, they tend to forget. Like, as soon as any company is like, hey, you want to make a palette, they're like, bet, okay, now I have a Celine bag and I'm finished with y'all. So I really like that she goes back to them a lot, actually, to her subscribers and her supporters and all that. I do find she pays more, this is not about Jaclyn Hill, this is about this palette, but I do find she pays more attention to her haters than she does her, look at this blue corner. I've never seen colors like this. Pool Party, Jada, Diva, and Enchanted. These are beautiful. I wanted to do purple today. I'm gonna do purple today. I want to focus on like these four right here because they are just absolutely stunning. I forgot what I was talking about, but this is And I often talk about how I find like professional makeup artists palettes differ from like influencer palettes, and I think Jaclyn is a good mix of both of those things because I know she worked at MAC, and I feel like I can kind of see the extra love thrown into here, like the love of makeup. Now I have the two that I talked about earlier that I'm gonna review, but when I reviewed that one, I hope the same love is in here because she was at two totally different points in her career. So I hope the same love and attention to detail is shared between the first and the second palette. This color story, I'm excited about it. Like, I can understand how whenever this dropped, I again have no idea when, but how whenever this, oh, I know where I could go to find out. Her YouTube, she had to announce it. Hold on, let me see. Okay, 4 years ago. So that would be what, 2015? No, oh my god, my math. It's terrible. It's 2021 minus 4 would be 2017. Is that right? So 2017 when this came out, and her career grew so much since then. I hope that she put the same amount of love into the newer one as she did into the older one, because this is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, let's get started playing. I'm excited. Really excited if y'all can't tell. I'm like spitting all over myself. I'm so buck on this. We used to say buck when I was growing up. Like, I don't know if y'all did that too, but Karen Crow, Louisiana, we said buck. So buck we shall have today. I have my skin prepped. Eyes are primed. Brows are carved out. Obviously, I didn't just wake up with my brows like this. And if you want to know what I use to do that, I am going to list everything else that I use on and off camera down below in the description. So let's get started. So I do want to do a kind of purpley pinky look because I'm looking at these three at the top, these two, and then this little section right here. So we're gonna do pinky purple vibe. I did have a little bit of damage Ulta here, little tiny bit. I don't see what pan it came off of. Looked like it came from Jack's, but it didn't affect the pan, but I just see the little dots around. So just something to mention. Not a big deal, but not a big thing, just a thing to remember. All right, let's find a brush. Oh gosh, Continent Professional. For my transition, I want to go with, let's say Pooter. Maybe butter, actually, not pooter. So we'll do butter, which is this beautiful, like, I always like my transitions to be really warm, a little bit on the reddier side, reddier golder side, and butter. It's coming across on there like it's yellow, like the same shade as Creamsicle, which is right next to it, but it's a little more red, peachy color. And I was watching Tati Westbrook. Tati's back. Are y'all not happy? I'm so excited. I love Tati Westbrook. That is my girl. I did see her talking about this palette. So I was saying Tati Westbrook was talking about this, and she's like, you know, Jaclyn loves a warm color, and she does. Warm, glowy. I love that look. It's a little bit of fallout on butter. It's a matte, though, and I'm not mad at that. Matte, huh. Oh, that's too orange for what I was looking for, but it's pretty. Just taking that Bogachet brush, putting it where I always put transition shades. Can y'all see? Yeah, y'all see it? It's pretty, right? First freaking color, and I love it. It's such a buttery matte. I can't tell you the last time I used a newer Morphe. I borrowed the Such a Gem palette from my sister to review, but I like this. Whatever the difference was in this formula of the Jaclyn Hill Volume 1 palette, I like this butter, this matte. Fallout on butter, they have fallout, but it's not horrible. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's not a terrible. We're gonna do Royalty, which is this really pretty shimmery purple color. I never put I try really hard not to put shimmers in the crease. I just don't really see another option for the look I want to do today. So we're going to go with, we'll go with Royalty in the crease. So I'm gonna take my NYX crease brush, which I use all the time. My brushes are freshly cleaned, you guys. After Pride and then the 4th of July tutorial, like, these brushes were a freaking mess. There was so much blue, red, all these colors. So I'm going to dip in a Royalty with this. And I've heard that it's a pretty pigmented palette, so I don't want to get overblown with this, but I want to see what it can do, so. Oh, okay. Why is that so high? Above the crease. Ooh, this is pretty though. This is a good. And the look I'm kind of going for today, y'all, is like kind of mermaidy, beachy, summer colors. I was gonna say, I've never seen a purple mermaid, as if I just run around seeing mermaids. This color is pretty. It's just, like I said earlier, I don't ever like to put shimmers in my crease, but it's very pretty. I guess it just depends on what look you're going for. This color is not as dark as it is in the pan, or it's not on my skin tone at least. Like, I'm sure if you're pretty pale or you put a white or like a milk base underneath it, I'm sure it'll pop a little more. This is pretty. Very Jaclyn. So far, girl. So far. So let's go with a pretty dense eyeshadow brush. So this is the Jaclyn, the Morphe by Jaclyn Hill JH53 brush. And I want to try to dip into, let's actually do Hustle and Obsess, and then we'll do Faint in the Crease. So I'm taking this JH, what did I say, 53 brush, and I'm going to dip into Hustle, which is this beautiful, beautiful, like kind of pinky, purpley color. So pretty. And the thing I'm going to do without a setting spray first on the brush, and then if I don't like the payout, then we'll do it. It's doing, but it could do more, so let's do more. Tarte Stay Spray, which you guys know is my go-to when I have to get more color payout on a brush, because it doesn't have, it's not a mattifying, it's not a dewy, so it doesn't really affect the color. It's the one setting spray that I have that stays very, is kind of like neutral. I don't know another way to put it, but neutral. So we're going to spray this, then we're going to apply, we're going to pack that color Hustle on. Whoa, okay, here we go. So yeah, that's a lot better. That's what I was looking for. So we're gonna pack on Hustle a little bit here. Very pretty. It's gonna be prettier when I apply my contour, because you're gonna really see the pop in the contour shade. Oh crap, I wasn't supposed to do that. I changed my mind already. This color Hustle is actually a lot lighter than I was expecting it to be. I thought it was gonna be. I will say I really don't find that these shades are that true to pan. This is beautiful, but it's just not. Like, this is like the second color I tried that I find is not as true to the color in the pan, which is good for some things, because some of these really dark colors, you don't want them to be that dark because it's kind of a lot. I just caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror, and I really like how this look is coming out. So I'm going to take this Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer, compliments of TJ Maxx, in the shade Light Medium. Which again, I always say this, but it's such a watery consistency for a concealer that I find the only thing that I can do with it is to use it to carve out my lid and stuff. Because you could use like milk or, I don't know, a NYX eye base. The NYX eyeshadow bases, not the primers, not like the pots. I think they were supposed to be like the MAC Painterly paint pots. Come in like they have black, white, and skin tone. I freaking hate those things. They are not good. They separate after a while, and I cannot stand that because if you worked hard to get a look together and then it starts to like crack underneath, it just ruins everything. So I started using this concealer from Too Faced because I find it lasts longer, and I have 2 other videos to shoot after this one today that I'm going to use this same makeup for. So carving out my lid. I'm not intending to do like a cut crease or anything. So I'm going to go with my flat Bogachet shader brush that I use all the time to apply Obsess. And maybe that's what happened with Hustle too. Let's try Obsess without it, because I have the... Oh, let me show y'all which color Obsessed is. Obsessed is this beautiful like champagne-y color here. So it's like a champagne-y pink color. So I want to apply that. I hit my boob. I want to apply that using this Bogachet shader brush, and if it doesn't work, then we'll hit it with the Stay Spray. Oh, but it's pretty. It looks good on the brush, so let's see what time it is. Just packing it on. You know what I feel like? Remember, I don't know if y'all had these, but the mermaid Barbie that you would dip her in the water and she'd come out and she was a mermaid or some crap like that, or her hair changed colors. I don't know, I don't remember, but that's what the box was like, that pink and purple, like seashell vibes and stuff like that, vacation. That's what I feel like this looks like, and it's beautiful, and I'm into it now. That color, this Obsessed, I am obsessed with it. It's a very beautiful color. I really like it. I want to go back a little bit and put a little bit more of that Hustle on, but I'm going to use the Bogachet brush this time just to see if maybe that makes a little bit of a difference. No, not really. I mean, it's okay. I want to use this, didn't I just say I was using a JH53? How many JH53s are there, girl? Yeah, 33. Okay, so I'm going to use the JH33 brush just to kind of blend these 2 colors together, Hustle and Obsessed. I really do feel like that Barbie doll, the mermaid Barbie. pretty. Thank you, Jaclyn. This is nice. This is really nice so far. Let's take a lookity-doo at what we're going to do for our eyeliner. So we're going to go with chip for the contour color because I want to pull it into the crease a little bit. And I feel like anything else would be a little... I'm going to go with this Shani eye contour brush. It has been so well used. You cannot see any... Look at the name. They had the name of each one on the side. It says like, I don't even know what, but not contour brush because it's just so old. But it's been my favorite. It's been my go-to for quite some time. So I'm going to dip in a chip right here, which is this raisiny chocolate brown. This is a matte, again, like a raisiny brown. I love the way that palette looks. It looks very professional. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to dot my V here. That's pretty. That's what I wanted in this thing, in this color. And if you notice, I'm pulling it a little bit into the lid and a little bit up into the crease, just to give us a little bit of definition, since Hustle was kind of a little bit of a letdown. I think Hustle, now that I know what to expect from it, it doesn't look like what it looks like in the pan. So now that I know what it actually looks like, it'll be easier. Like I should, and I say this every single time, I should swatch before I start playing. But I get so excited about making eye looks that like swatching seems like it takes so long when I'm like kind of like a racehorse in the little thing. Like I'm like kicking the door and ready to go. Let's go with the SL Miss Glam. So I'm going to go with this SL Miss Glam brush. It is a angled eye brush at E61. It has glitter for some reason. And I'm just going to take that and pull it into my crease. This is always the brush I use for that. I have two that are really good for this one, and I think there's one from I really love that fade, the dark and then the medium and then the light. I love that kind of fade. Different color but same technique. It's different because I don't really do a lot of purple, but I had an idea for purple lips. Actually, I had an idea for a purple look. I'm gonna go back with this same eyeshadow brush after I flick a little bit of it off because I still had some on there, and I want to go in with the shade. I think that's actually one of her newer highlighter shades. So I'm gonna go with Beam, which is this white, like kind of creamy color, and I want to apply that into my brow highlight. Now I am using the Benefit Highbrow, but I can't. Whoa, never mind. I don't need to finish because that's gorgeous. That's like a freaking highlighter. That's not even a pretty. Okay, I forgot what I was saying, so I'm just gonna move on. Let's take a big blender brush. I'm going to use this SL Miss Glam brush. This one is the SL Miss Glam S57 blender. And if y'all can't tell, there's a lot of SL Miss Glam because Ipsy used to ship those things like crazy. It was insane. So, okie dokie, guys. So I'm going to go and work on the rest of my look. And I will come back to you guys after my skin is not looking like this. And we'll do an under eye look and a inner corner highlight, and then we'll continue. All right, so I'll be right back. See y'all in a minute. Okay, guys, so I am back, and my face looks a lot different. I did the majority of my makeup, and so now I am back to do the finishing touches on the eyes. Then I'm gonna go do the finishing touches on the rest of my look, do my hair and all that stuff, and then I'll be back to review the palette and give my overall final thoughts of it. So as far as the eye look is concerned, so I did my liner, did my lashes, the rest of my face is completely done. And again, I will have a list of every single thing I used on and off camera. I'm gonna list that all down below in the description box. So I'm gonna zoom y'all in a little bit so we can do the finishing things. Let's do a tear duct highlight first. Jaclyn Hill actually made a brush that is specifically for the inner eye highlight, which I think is genius because like that's kind of been her gig for as long as I can remember. That's been like her thing. She loves a good inner eye corner highlight, so which I do too, so I totally get it. So I want to go with Faint, which is this beautiful pink shade right here, and I'm going to use that as my inner eye corner highlight. Let me just use the one that came with the mirror. So Faint, I'm going to use my little magnifying mirror to just tear duct. Nice. I'm going to do a quick little under eye highlight, under eye shadow look. I'm going to go with Buns, and then I'm going to line with Abyss just because I want to see what it looks like. I've heard great things about this matte black shadow, Abyss. Like a lot of people say it's like their go-to matte black. So we're going to do Buns. I can't stop. Every time I say Buns, I'm going to laugh. And Buns is just like this pretty terracotta orange color. I just want to use that to kind of complete my look. But Buns is a pretty light round, so it shouldn't be anymore. It shouldn't bring your eye down. Like, it should just kind of complete your look, kind of just give a good finishing touch. And then I'm going to go with the Morphe. Oh, this is so old too. M165. God, everything is so old. And I'm going to go into the deep matte black abyss. I'm just going to stamp that along the bottom. Like, oh, that's a pretty black. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that looks like I used a pencil. That's insane. That's beautiful. All right, y'all, my battery's about to die anyway, so I'm going to go and add finishing touches. And I'll be back to wrap up what I think of the Jaclyn Hill by Morphe palette Volume 1. Be right back, guys. I love it so far, though. Look at that. Insane. Okay, be right back. Let's talk makeup, or as my niece says, makeup. This is our palette. This is the 35 pan Morphe by Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. Again, it came out in 2017, about 4 years ago. I'm just getting my hands on it now. And now I'm realizing it's probably because Jaclyn Hill just announced her summer collection, so they probably want to like remind people of what was before we get to what is. And I have to say, y'all, I absolutely enjoyed this palette. I enjoyed using it. I think it was beautiful. It has a good variety of colors. You have your really bold colors, like on this side. Our purple blues. This Jada is one of the most beautiful eyeshadow colors I've ever seen in my entire life. It's beautiful, rich, pigmented, and it's so different than anything else. Then we have our more neutral side, which are like the first 20, 25 shades. Again, gorgeous. I love the shimmers. I do wish they had some more colorful mattes. Like Jada's beautiful, but some of these, like there's no matte purple, no matte blue, and I know there is a Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette volume 2, so maybe they corrected that in those different palettes. I mean in the second palette. I'm gonna go ahead and erase these. So one last look at the palette, at the swatches. I think it's swatched beautifully. I love the formula. The formula, I have to say, no one, I hear people talk about this palette a lot, and that it was really, really good, and that it was one of the first big Morphe hit palette, and that Jaclyn kind of earned her stripes with that palette. Like, a lot of people are like, okay, we need to watch her on the marketing side. And I get it, I get the hype. So the question is, but does it work though? I think it definitely works. I do think this is a palette that you could have be your only palette, because you could get all of your money's worth out of it. It's got so many options. It's beautiful to look at. It looks very professional. The only thing I wish, and that's not really on Jaclyn, that's more on Morphe. I do wish, again, that it did have a mirror. I love that the names are pressed underneath. It makes it a lot easier for my job as a YouTuber to be able to tell you which one it is. But I just think that this is such a good multi-purpose palette for it to be under $40. Good pan size, so many neutrals, so many brights, so many shimmers. Not so many brights, it's not like an even half and half, but this little quadrant here, it has some really good colors, some really unique colors that I haven't seen in other palettes. I love it. I love this palette. I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 diamonds, because I really honestly cannot see what else they could have done besides add a mirror. But the palette itself, for under $40, all of these beautiful shades. And then they're always on sale. So like I always tell y'all, if y'all follow my Instagram, my deals of the day, this could easily be on sale because it's been on sale so many times. I like that it's at Ulta, so I'm not sure if you can swatch now, but you can go in the store and try it out instead of just having to order it. I cannot wait to delve into volume 2 next time, because if this is volume 1, if this was the start, like I cannot wait to see what else she brought for volume 2. So does it work? Yes, definitely 5 out of 5 diamonds. Beautiful palette. I love it. Cannot wait to create more looks with it. This is the look I made today. Just outstanding. Completely outstanding. And just as a testament to the versatility of the palette, the look I did today is purple. So, I mean, it's just really, really nice. Love it. So, 5 out of 5 diamonds. Yes, it does work. On to my normal closing spiel. Okay, guys, so thank y'all so much for joining me today on Glam with Marty to review the Jaclyn Hill by Morphe. Morphe by Jaclyn Hill? Jaclyn Hill, yeah, Morphe by Jaclyn Hill palette volume 1. Thank you guys so much for joining me again. If you want to see my glam in real time as well as see my deals of the day, which this palette was featured on Deals of the Day. You can check all that out right here on my Instagram page. If you want some of my random, crazy, silly thoughts, which happens a lot, you can check that out on my Twitter page, which is right here. I will have every single thing I am wearing on my face. Yeah, that's all going to be linked down below, as well as my social medias. If you guys need anything, you can hit me up there, or the comment section, or any of my other social medias, which is always the last slide. Thank you guys so much again for joining me. Before you leave, please consider subscribing, because I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers so I can give away this doggone sweet peach palette. I will see you guys next time you decide to get glam, if you come over here and get glam with Marty. Be you, be true, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.